I've been pushing to find new ways to simplify my routine. Keeping a planner, organizing my house, and going to bed earlier have all helped, but I kept hitting a wall when it came to meal prepping and eating healthy. Grocery shopping every week was time-consuming and expensive, and while ordering takeout helped with the time problem, it really wasn't ideal for sticking with my dietary goals. So I decided to go a new route and try some meal delivery services to see which ones could help me bridge the gap. And for the past year, I've been sticking pretty consistently with one in particular. So today, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on Factor 75 and why they've been my go-to meal kit service as of late. I'll go into their flavors, the ingredients, the pricing, which sorts of diets that they're good for, and what makes them stand out compared to all the other alternatives that I've tried. But I'll also touch on some of the pros and cons I've run into along the way and let you know if I'd recommend signing up with Factor 75 or if I think you should go elsewhere. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, if you're for some reason unfamiliar with Factor 75, they go by just Factor now because they shortened their name about 2 or 3 years ago. They're a meal kit delivery service that sends fully cooked, ready-to-eat meals straight to your door. And while they do deliver on taste, in my opinion, they're just as big on health. Factor works with certified dietitians and professional chefs to create flavorful, nutritionally balanced dishes. And they're committed to using organic ingredients whenever possible. They avoid GMOs, hormones, and preservatives. Factor's approach is generally holistic. They aim to not just fill your stomach, but also sort of nourish your body with high-quality meals. And they offer a range of plans tailored for different dietary needs to make sure that there's something for pretty much everyone, whether you're looking to shed some weight, maintain a healthy diet, or just simply enjoy the convenience of ready-made meals. Plus, Factor does champion sustainability from where they source ingredients all the way to their packaging. All the meals come in recyclable packaging, and they work with growers who practice sustainable farming. They're also big on sourcing locally to minimize their carbon footprint wherever possible. And this commitment to sustainability is a notable selling point for people who prioritize environmental responsibility with the businesses that they choose to support. And in addition to their sustainable sourcing and packaging, Factor also aims to cut back on food waste, which is an issue across the food industry service. Their portion sizes are carefully measured to make you feel full without wasting too much food. Now, when you sign up and get your first box delivered, the meals come in ready-to-heat containers. All you got to do is poke a few holes in the plastic film and throw it in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. Or if you have the time, you could bake it in the oven, which would maintain, at least in my experience, in my opinion, a better overall texture and flavor. Now, the packaging is designed to keep the meals fresh and flavorful, whether you choose to microwave or bake them. But make sure if your meal has a sauce container that should be removed before heating. I made that mistake once and had a melty, plasticky mess come out of the microwave. Now, one of Factor's main draws is definitely the convenience element. For busy people, being able to have a nutritious meal ready in minutes is a really big relief. And like I explained, the prep, if you even call it that, is simple, and the instructions are really clear and easy to follow. How much easier can it get? You throw it in the microwave or in the oven. But when it comes to ingredient quality, Factor really stands out amongst other brands that I've tried because many other meal kit services that I've tried claim to be healthy, but cut corners when it comes to organic ingredients. Factor, however, does avoid GMOs, hormones, preservatives, and refined sugars in their food. They source their meat from grass-fed, pasture-raised animals, and their chickens are raised humanely. This commitment to quality extends to their produce as well, with a strong focus on organic, non-GMO vegetables and fruits. However, I will say that Factor does tend to have a high amount of sodium and fat in their meals. And I wish they'd offer wild-caught salmon instead of farmed for their salmon recipes, given their organic focus. Coming from someone who loves seafood, wild-caught fish is typically healthier and a lot more flavorful. Despite this, though, the quality of their ingredients overall is super impressive, which really, in my opinion, sets them out in the crowded meal delivery service. Now, if you're curious about Factor and decide to check them out, you can hop down below and use the affiliate link in the description to get started. It won't cost you anything, and you'll get access to our discount, which you wouldn't be able to find if you go directly to their website. Okay, so flavor-wise, Factor meals were a pleasant surprise when I first started with them, and they've continued to impress me. They put a lot of effort into their meals, and it shows. Each dish averages 20 to 30 ingredients and spices, which is definitely impressive for pre-cooked meals. Plus, They offer a variety of cuisines, including vegetarian and keto options. This variety, coupled with the fact that they come out with new recipes weekly, ensures that you really won't get bored with the menu, and that you'll have the option to enjoy a wide range of flavors and textures. I've enjoyed dishes like their chicken parmesan and spicy poblano beef bowl. They were excellent choices, and I still order them on a regular basis. But lately, I've been into their herb-crusted chicken with garlic mashed potatoes and green beans. The chicken is tender and juicy with a crispy herb crust, while the garlic mashed potatoes are creamy, flavorful, and have been actually pretty well salted. I do tend to like things on the saltier side, so I add a little bit, but it's been really, really good overall. The green beans also add a really nice crunch, especially when you heat it up in the oven. And another one of my recent go-tos has been the Korean beef bulgogi with stir-fried vegetables and jasmine rice. Every time I've eaten it, the beef has been marinated to perfection. There's been a really delightful combination of sweet and savory flavors, and the vegetables were crisp and fresh, making for both a well-rounded and a super satisfying meal as well. And I've even sampled some of my wife's vegetarian options like the Italian and Tuscan style chickpea bowls, and both were flavorful and well-seasoned. The chickpeas were tender and really soft, and not undercooked and crunchy like a lot of the other chickpea recipes that I've had. For flavoring, it had basil and a bit of white wine, and came with a side of zucchini and sweet peppers. It was definitely on the lighter side, but it actually kept my wife and I full for a lot longer than I thought it would. Now, as someone who's a devout carnivore myself, though, that's a testament to Factor's ability to make plant-based meals that are nutritious, filling, and tasty. And that's just a small window into their range of diet options. Their keto meals, for instance, are low in carbs but high in healthy fats, making them perfect for anyone on the keto diet. The paleo meals are, of course, grain, dairy, and legume-free, focusing instead on meat, fish, vegetables, and fruits. And like I touched on before, they have plenty of vegetarian options as well, with dishes that are rich in plant-based proteins and nutrients. Plus, if you're not sure whether a dish will work for you in your diet, they print detailed nutritional information for each meal, including calorie counts, macronutrient breakdowns, and ingredient lists on every meal and online, making it really easy to not only select dishes that align with your nutrition goals beforehand, but also to track your calories and macros at the end of it. And I think Factor's commitment to meeting different dietary needs is commendable, but I'm even more impressed that their meals have been across the board delicious, even the ones that aren't my typical choices in terms of diet or flavor, like the vegetarian meals that my wife's partial to. Now, as far as their subscription options, Factor offers several different pricing models that are structured based on the number of meals that you order per week. The minimum order of 6 meals cost about $15 per meal, but ordering more, say 14 meals per week, can lower the price down to around $12.50 per meal. So while Factor does tend to fall on the higher end of the meal delivery spectrum, this tiered pricing model makes it a bit more flexible and accessible for different budgets. And look, personally, I think it's a really great value. Dining out or even ordering in costs a lot more, is far less convenient, and takes a lot more time. And from all the comments and reviews that I've read, it's not just me. Factor's convenience has been helping a lot of people stick to their diets, especially those with busier schedules, because having healthy, tasty, ready to heat and eat meals when you're hungry makes all the difference when you're working towards health goals. And on top of the high quality ingredients packed into all their dishes, dining with Factor saves so much time on grocery shopping, meal planning, cooking, and cleanup. All right, in terms of getting started, it was really easy. Their website's really user-friendly and super easy to navigate. All you do is you set your dietary preferences, you choose the meals, you manage payments, and it can all be pretty much taken care of in a couple minutes. Plus, they even have an app so you can order right from your phone if you want to. The app works much in the same way as their website, but lets you manage your account, view nutritional information, and make changes to your meal plan while you're out and about. In my experience, deliveries have been reliable. The meals come in insulated boxes with ice packs to keep everything cold, and they always arrived on time except for on Memorial Day when the delivery was pushed back a few days, which was fine and it made sense, but I would have preferred them to give me a little bit more notice so I could have meal prepped beforehand, but all in all, it was fine. Aside from that one incident, I haven't had any issues with them. And on the rare instances that I've had to get in touch with Factor's customer service, there were very, very rare. They were friendly and pretty helpful. I had an issue one time with one of the meals that was open when the box arrived, and they refunded me right away. I just sent them a picture and it was no problem. They also actually gave me a discount on my next order. Now, I only have experience with their live chat support, which, like I mentioned, was great, but they also have a phone number if you prefer the old-fashioned way. Okay, but I want to wrap things up. My personal experience with Factor left me pretty satisfied. Their dishes have been really tasty on top of being organic and made with high quality ingredients. Plus, the convenience of having meals like that ready to heat and eat has been a big help when I'm in a rush. And despite being on the higher end of the price spectrum in terms of meal kits, the quality and convenience make it worth the cost in my eyes, especially when you factor in the savings from grocery shopping or ordering in. So I do highly recommend them, whether you're busy, prefer organic ingredients, or you're like me and just want to simplify your life. The variety of meals, the commitment to quality, and the excellent customer service makes Factor, in my opinion, a really standout choice. Okay, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, then please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to see more videos like this. And like I mentioned, if you want to give Factor a try, then you can use the affiliate link that's down in the description to get a discount that you wouldn't be able to get if you went straight to their website. As always, I enjoy hearing your thoughts, so leave any questions or comments down below and I'll try to get back to them as fast as I can. And finally, guys, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'll see you in the next one.